Thank you very much, Vicky Thomas, for this opportunity. Veronica, for making that possible, for bringing the world a little bit together. Thanks all of you for being there, and it's been so far so good, beautiful to hear all of you. Hearing Rick talking about the power of positivity, Gina about resilience with this strong message, Rajiv, the freedom of choice and stepping up. Of course, Dr. Sanjeev, which is always a pleasure, listen to him. With that talk about living a life of purpose with hope. And I feel a little bit intimidated, to be honest. The standards are being so high. So it's okay for you if I share a story with all of you, a personal story, okay?
Perfect.
So it was 8:50 p.m. on a rainy Friday in Milan, Spain. I was in the studio getting ready to host my talk show, and I was repeating my mantra to get in the song. Yo soy café. Yo soy café. I'm a coffee. Suddenly a call from an unknown number. I knew something was wrong. A calm voice said, Cristina, this is Dr. Castañón from the hospital King Juan Carlos. I have some news for you. We need to talk. You need to have a heart operation. You are a walking bomb. Can you talk? Really? Can I talk? My show was just about to start. Can I talk? What do you think I said? I call you later, alligator. Show must go on, doesn't it? Well, you can imagine how I feel throughout the show. How will you react it? Will you be calm, in control, or freaking out? Once the red light went off, I have the biggest revelation of my life. Yo soy café. Put me in hot water, I will show you my strength. That program was one of the best in my career. All of a sudden, an hour of live television didn't seem such a big deal. The universe has a plan B for me that was much greater. So my mantra became my North Star. I'm making quick decisions, and I'm proud of it. Do you know what happens when you make quick decisions? That there is no other possibility. Now you are in control. Was I scared? You bet. I was freaking out. I was terrified. Did it paralyze me? Yo soy café. Yo soy café. I'm coffee. You see? That's the paradox of coffee. An apparently humble, ugly, and broken being holds the power to transform the medium of water. A drink that is tasteless, odorless, no even color, and change it to a cup of pure glory. The world consumes over 2 billion cups of coffee a day. It's ridiculous. You know that coffee is the most valuable traded commodity after oil. All thanks to an Ethiopian shepherd, his dancing goats, and a monk who shared the story to the world. When sharing this story today, I decided to share it, my story, because I think it may help in this time of coronavirus, where is notion of time, we don't need to run anywhere. that is how my world became when I heard the words, Cristina, you're a walking bomb. You see, the world is in crisis. This pandemic is causing great damages and instability all over the globe. It has the potential to change our lives forever. Yes, there is a lot of bad news. There is a lot of negativity. There is a lot of drama. And there is a lot of heartless fake news. But also there is an opportunity to share our moments of greatness. Put out there positive stories, ours. We have a voice. We can choose to be here. This pandemic brought humanity to its knees, teaching us amazing, valuable lessons. We all are one race. We are the human race. We are currently living uncertain times, living at a time where thinking about ourselves is the new norm. This virus speaks up and tells us the only way to overcome it is working together. This crisis is making nations to help each other as never before. We finally understood we are all one. Coronavirus is leveling the field, turning privileged players feel discrimination. Those who once thought of building walls are no longer allowed to cross borders. In a time where the elderly was feeling left behind, youth and heroes with no capes become their saviors, sharing one message. All matter. We all matter. This time in history is a pause in our timeline. We can use it to be afraid, to be in pain, or design who we become by taking control of our lives. It is time. It is time for creating greatness, for sharing greatness. It is time for review our priorities, what really matters to us. Of course, it is a challenge. We don't have any reference of what happened before. We don't see the path, but it also can be a time for ourselves, for growing ourselves, for become a better person, to learn from the mistakes we all made before, and to build a better tomorrow. You see, I really, really, really believe that it is in our challenge where our true character shines. Just as coffee and hot water, pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, for a day, or for a year, but eventually it will pass and something else will take its place. We can be afraid of hot water. We can be afraid of taking decisions. We can influence so many people just sharing our stories. I believe my husband, my family, and friends deserve the best version of me. If I'm not making the lives of all these people around me, I'm losing my time, and worse of it, I'm making them lose their time. We all have a duty to leave this place in a better shape than when we arrive. Try lifting others up. Otherwise, we all are wasting our time. We all understand the power of the media. We all can be part of it if we choose to. It is up to us to create the world we want to live, the way that is shown, the news that we want to read. Journalists, we don't make up stories. We talk with people. We source and find information to back up stories of value to others. Journalists are desperate for stories to tell. You can share yours. Speak up. You see, when I overcome one of the biggest challenges of my life, I wake up 2 hours later in the intensive care unit. I was so hungry, so thirsty. It was ridiculous. I thought my throat walls were sticking together. Nurses took pity of me and allowed me to eat and drink water. In case you don't know, you don't suppose for a good reason. If you didn't notice yet, I'm Spanish. So following recommendation is not our forte, but neither left the staff hungry. I ate not just one, but 2 chicken thighs. And I used to hate that part. Within few minutes, I threw all the food that I have. Can you imagine have your sternum wide open and throwing up and cough? I will tell you this, it wasn't pretty. Either way, I was out of the ICU within 11 hours of my heart operation. I was happy, wearing my blue dressing gown and smiling. Why? Yo soy café. I'm coffee. I just decide the type of person I want to be and the story I would like to write. A life worth living is a life worth recording. Remember, there is always a good story in a strong cup of coffee.